sportschatplace.com and pickdogs.com. It is Sunday, August 2nd, 2020, and of course, we're live as we are every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, our website's pickdogs.com, and you can go there and get free picks on every single game, every single day. And of course, sportschatplace.com, the biggest and best, still it's the original free pick site when everybody else out there is like, why are you giving out free picks every single game? How are you going to make money doing that? How are you going to do it? I don't know. We might not make the most money, but we're okay. We're doing all right. Well, somehow, 14 years later, we're still here. But anyways, so be sure to check that out. Of course, if you're looking for our best bets, you could find that over at our premium area. You go to either of our websites, you click on the premium picks tab, you'll see all of our world-class handicappers, 100% documented records, and things like that. We don't just say we're on winning streaks. We're not Doc Sports where it's like, oh, we're on a winning streak, whatever. No. These are all the picks that we made, and here's our record. You can go all the way back since we started. Win, lose, draw, it's all about that. But anyways, we're going to start the show off a little different. We were going to do NBA first, but Jeter's got somewhere he's got to go. So we're going to bring in Jeter and Rod Zawacki. We're going to trade some paint and do some NASCAR. It is the Foxwoods something. He told me the name of the race before, and then we digressed into some kind of other side conversation about a bachelor party. Monahan and I were at Foxwoods. It might have been 2 bachelor parties. And let's just say the cable television bill was disputed in the lobby by 2 lawyer friends of mine, and they said, we're an impressive bunch, but not even us can watch that much of these particular type of movies that happen to be showing on the television at the time. The bill for our cable television was $930 for a 2-day stay. Anyways, Jeff, speaking of $930 for a 2-day stay, NASCAR kind of moving back into where it's positioned in sports with NBA and Major League Baseball back. We kind of saw it with UFC last night where, the site action and traffic not quite where it was. And I'm going to guess YouTube notifications did not go out. When are you guys going to do basketball? We're going to do it after the NASCAR segment. So we have all the guys here and we're going to do it then. But good morning to everyone. The Astros did me dirty, too. Morning. Good morning. I'm going to guess YouTube notifications are not going out. So that's okay. It happens. Most people know we're here at 11. Just looks like a very light crowd. Jeff, let's talk about this one. Where is this race? Is it in Connecticut?
No, it's at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway up in Loudon, New Hampshire. It's against an
oldie but a goodie. An oldie but a goodie. I know that one.
Today we got the Foxwoods Resort Casino 301, so 301 laps, 301 miles, because this is Loudon or New Hampshire is a 1 mile flat oval. So NASCAR Cup Series today.
We'll have to do like Pick Dogs Jeopardy one day. It's like sports stadiums where Mitch didn't get drunk and stoned at for 100. It's like, well, we have no clues in that category. Let's go to ones that he did get drunk and stoned at for 100. What is Daytona Motor Speedway? What is? It's like, what sporting venue did a security guard pull over to his car in the parking lot with his friend Rob Peters? Came up with a story, and we got a personalized tour of the venue. What is Daytona Motor Speedway? It's like, great. I had a great Daytona story. But anyways, Jeff, I could talk about this stuff all day.
Yeah. So anyway, so the race is it's at 3:00 this afternoon, and got about five picks here for you guys.
Rod, what do you think about what's going on in NASCAR? I know you are overwhelmed with hockey. Your boys came up a little short yesterday. Really, it was over before it started, and then they rallied. But I know you still follow just about every kind of sport out there. So NASCAR, nothing new for you. Are you into this race today? You dialed in as usual?
I got a couple guys in that I like this race.
All right, your volume, there you go. You're better. All right. So Jeff, you want to give us any of the particulars here, like or you want to just get right into the picks? It's your call. It's your show. I'm just here for the ride.
He's in a ride along.
Woo! I am on the ride along on the NASCAR segment. It's kind of like our hockey videos where I just sit there.
Yeah, well, since we got a jam-packed sports day, I'm ready to get right into it.
All right, let's do it. So
Right.
go ahead.
As far as today, I'm looking at Kyle Busch. I like him at plus 800 to win the race today. He's due, and we can all say it. It's been hard to get him right this year, but Loudon's been a good track for him traditionally. I think he's starting to find speed in that car and with his team there, and I'm going to go with Kyle. A little bit of a long shot, sprinkle a little bit of action in. I like Matt DiBenedetto and the 21 Wood Brothers car. Finished fifth in this race last year with a different team, but he's in better equipment this year, and he also finished seventh back at Martinsville back in June. Martinsville is about the closest comp or a close comp to New Hampshire. So, and that's kind of my two winner picks right there.
So, Rod, what are you looking at here? What are the odds on Kyle Busch, by the way?
Plus 800, I believe.
Plus 800. So good value here on Kyle Busch. A lot bigger odds than we've seen on him in most of these races. He came off very strong at the start of the season. Hasn't been as strong recently. It's just he's not finding his way to the winner's circle. Really, that's what it is. I think.
Well, we know he's come out and said due to the lack of practice, like we've been sucking basically. But I think what Joe Gibbs is in the entire organization, they've gone back to notes from last year, and they're setting up their cars, as they had them at certain tracks last year. And from what I've been hearing, and so they've started turning some speed here recently. So they're all due to progress here pretty quickly. I mean, we've seen Denny Hamlin win a lot this year, so
Okay, so Rod, where are you at with your picks?
That's who I'm going. Give me. I got two guys I'm going to go with. Give me Denny Hamlin. He's won how many times this year? He's right there. I think he's winning the Cup championship. Give me Denny Hamlin to win this race. And my long shot, I'm going to go with the other Busch brother. Give me Kurt Busch at plus 2,500. This is a type of track that he likes. I think he's going to be right there as well. You can also take Kurt Busch in the top 10 at plus 340. So those are my three plays. Kurt Busch to win, plus 2,500. Hamlin to win, plus 425. Or Kurt Busch, top 10, plus 340.
Okay, this is a question I get all the time, and it has nothing to do with NASCAR. So I bought a package. When do I receive the picks? You don't receive the picks. You go to the website, you click on the My Picks tab, and you just log in. And that's how you get your picks, whatever you purchase today. If for some reason you don't see the picks, well, you do what we all do when something doesn't work. You log out and you log back in, and you'll get your picks. Any questions, of course, email me, mitch@pickdogs.com, and I'll be happy to help you with it. I was on the phone with one of our friends this morning from Barrington, Illinois, and whatever it takes. Generally, it's a quick email, but if I need to get on the phone and we need to walk through it, we will do it. Hopefully not too often. Hopefully we fix this where it's obvious where people are supposed to go. But Jeff, you got anything else for us here in this Foxwoods race? Why are they called? I guess Foxwoods just trying to. I guess that's as close as you can get to Connecticut, right? Is that basically the idea here?
Yeah, I guess I'm sure it's pretty close, but
who the hell knows?
Three more real quick. Got a group bet. I like William Byron at plus 215 over Cole Custer, Christopher Bell, and Tyler Reddick. That's a veteran against all three rookies this year, so I think Byron's got a good chance to beat those guys. I like Truex to Martin Truex Jr. to top 5 at plus 120. And again, as I mentioned, you can sprinkle a little bit of action in on Matt DiBenedetto for the win at plus 5,500, but there's some value on him as well down. Top 5 for Matt DiBenedetto is plus 500. I like that. And he's also at plus 150 for a top 10. And Other than that, love Rod's Kurt Busch pick as far as the top 10 finish. So, but other than that, rest of got some other stuff up on the site under the NASCAR tab, of course, and yeah, those are just some of my favorite ones. And other than that, that's all I got for today.
Thanks, Jeff. Rod, do you have anything else to add here on NASCAR before we move on to NBA basketball?
No, I'm good.
All right, thank you,
race.
Jeff, for joining us. Jeff won't be here for the wrap-up segment. He has better places to be than to talk to me, which is probably not a tough list to find. But anyways, thanks, Jeff, again for the NASCAR insight, and we'll see you. When's the next race?
We may do a video. We may try that video out Friday because we've got a truck race, I think, on Friday or Saturday. But I'll get with you guys later this week, and we've got a doubleheader at Michigan next weekend for the Cup Series. So
we'll be doing NASCAR videos on our YouTube page in addition to the Trading Paint segment. But I have a great Michigan Motor Speedway story too. I went to Boston University College of Communication. Some of the top people in the sports broadcasting industry have gone to that school. And one of them is Bob Fishman, who directs the Final Four for CBS and always has. And he also is the first guy to put a camera inside a race car. He's the first guy who came up with that idea. He's like, what if we put a camera inside the race car? And I met Bob a couple of times when he was speaking at our school, and not close friends with him, but I got to the point where I could, when I see him, I could approach him, and I would just ask him. I would just always ask him. He'd always have time to answer a question. One time in the class, I asked him, "What's the toughest thing to do?" And he said, to make a NASCAR race interesting for that long. He's like, they're only going around the track. He's like, you're inside a thing, and he's like, they're only going around the track, and he goes, I can't tell you how hard it is to do that when some drunk at Michigan Motor Speedway cuts your cable. He's like, it's always at Michigan. So hopefully, next week there will be no fans, right, at Michigan. So Bob won't have that problem. But anyways, thanks again, Jeff. Let's get to bringing the rest of the guys, and let's get going. The NBA is back, and I have to say, man, we call it how we see it, the good, the bad, right? We call it how we see it on this show. We never sugarcoat. I'm not known for sugarcoating or gently tiptoeing into subject, but every NBA game seems like a playoff game, right? Every single game you watch, and when you see these guys competing with the no fans, and you kind of really see that it's not, because sometimes you think that they're just showing off for the crowd, or they're doing all, they're posturing for the crowd or whatever. No. These guys really care, man. It is like, I think of, and we knew the NBA was going to be awesome. We know Adam Silver, right? I've gone on and on and on. The greatest commissioner in the history of sports, Adam Silver. And we are seeing on the court possibly a model for some kind of thing for that the other sports can copy, because with the way that they've staggered out the schedule, just the way that it's working, every single game when you're watching it feels like you're watching a playoff game. How about you guys? What do you guys think so far with the way the NBA has handled the bubble and with these games with no fans in the stands? Because generally the NBA, the music, the dancers and all that stuff, it all kind of started with the NBA. But Mark Cuban, of course, the whole experience of going to a Mavericks game. But what do you guys think about what we're seeing in the NBA? This is just crazy, right? It's like, this is what happens when you have the best athletes in the world. This is really what happens.
Well, yeah, you even get, like, the game I seen, you got Sacramento versus the Spurs, and they're not even teams that are in there. And they battled each other. Like, DeRozan was
crazy,
right? They were battling each other. Like, I wasn't expecting to see that.
But how about the guys who are like the stars, who are the stars, who are there's no fans, there's no nothing, and these guys just, they are like all in. It's like somehow it's become, without showing, Jack Nicholson in the crowd, and without showing this, there's more focus on the players, and it's like, it's a better watch. It's kind of like all the fluff that Fox brought into sports. is being cut out because of the bubble. You know, I hated the sound effects that go with the graphics that Fox is right when they show that thing. I hate it. You know, it's like just you can show me the graphic. You know, and I was looking at some graphics last night that we'll talk about when we get to our baseball segment. But anyways,
We're
let's go.
actually watching basketball, is my observation, right? To your point, all the fluff and all the marketing that goes around it and the game experience, we're actually watching. It's like you're sitting, for me, in New York at Rucker Park or something, watching an outdoor basketball game, right?
It's like watching.
It's more focused on the pure aspects of basketball. They're playing hard. It's no question.
It's like watching the Duke Gonzaga game from Lahaina Civic Center. That's exactly what it's almost like. And that's why, like, I proposed to the NBA to play their games at Lahaina. But it's like that's exactly the same. That's a good one, Steve, because that's exactly what it's like. It's like when they come here to Maui and you watch them in a high school gym,
Right.
And it's just kind of like a pickup game at the park. It almost seems like, you know, like a more structured pickup game, which,
Right.
of course, I would probably still be sitting on the bench if I was involved. But anyways, let's get to this one between the Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards. This is, you know, once again, they love putting the Nets in the 2 p.m. time slot up against the Wizards. I mean, Adam Silver at his, you know, just, I mean, he's a magician. The Nets opened as 1.5 favorites, now up to 3. Rod, what do you think?
Ugh. Do I have a coin? This is a tough game for me. Give me Brooklyn. Give me Brooklyn plus minus a 2.5.
Steve?
Yeah, this is an ugly. I would say obviously the ugliest game of the day, but I got to go with the Nets here. Give me the Nets on the points. Wizards again without Beal and stuff. So give me the Nets.
Ruffalo?
Yeah, I'm on Brooklyn too. As much as I've crapped on both teams, at least Brooklyn have guys like Karis LeVert and Joe Harris to at least get them over. So I'll take Brooklyn minus 3.
Can't stand this game. Let's go to this one. The Celtics taking on the Trailblazers. Now, here we go, right? I mean, once again, a lot of guys that really care. This is going to be a competitive game, and, you know, these are teams that care. The Blazers are obviously a ton to play for here. As we look at the NBA standings, let's take a quick peek at the NBA standings and see exactly where we're at. So the Nets are in the 8th spot, and the Wizards are actually tied. They're not tied. They're outside at 24 and 41, so they need to win today in that one. When we go to this one, it's the Trailblazers on the outside looking in. They are 2 games behind the Grizz for that final, 2.5 in the games back category of the Grizzlies for that 8th playoff spot. While the Celtics, they are just 1 game ahead of the Heat. In the Eastern Conference standings in that 3-4 seed battle. Rod, this is just the beautiful thing right here. This is like it brings it. I mean, after last month and the month before the month, this one just kind of just like, oh man, this is what we were waiting for, right? It's like these are the games, right? It's like, I mean, we'll take the Nets Wizards. It's like, man, I'd kill for a Nets Wizards game right now, but.
Well, we'll take the next game after. We'll take this game. It'll be way more action and exciting. This comes down to a last shot, I think. So I'll take Portland plus the 4.5.
Steve?
Yeah, I'm back and forth here. The Celtics, you know, lost to the Bucks, but the fact that the Blazers are you know, like 2 games behind, and it's 4.5 last I saw. I'm going to go with Rod. I think it'll be a close game, but I got to take the Blazers here. And the points minus 4.5.
I'm going to take the over 228. We're going to see a higher scoring game. As far as the side goes, though, I have a premium play at the website.
Ooh, how many premium plays do you have today, Chris?
I have 1 NBA, 1 NHL, and 2 MLB.
And how much is it? One package, or are you selling on
The two MLB are in one package for $29.95, and the NBA and NHL are in my daily packages, weekly packages.
So there's no the only way to get those picks is in your longer term packages.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, because people, they might not know that those picks are even available by you. Rod, what do you got on the premium side today?
I got a few more in the NHL than anything else. I've got one in the NBA, one in the MLB, and 4 in the NHL.
I got 6 picks today. I got 4 baseball and 2 basketball. Of course, I don't want to jinx myself, but I haven't lost an NBA game since the restart. And I only lost 1 game yesterday overall, and that was that damn Astros. It's like
Angels. Springer
hits the home run, and we're winning, we're losing. It's like, man, it's like that's called being a White Sox fan, is watching that game. It's like I always say the same thing when it happens. Why do they always do that? Anyways, let's get to the next one. Memphis against the Spurs. Grizz, a ton to play for here. We just went over it. They hold the last playoff spot in the West. The Spurs are about 3 games back from the Grizz. So this is one that this is a big one. This is a mover in the standings. The Grizz are favored here by 4 points. John Morant, they haven't been as good recently, but what we've seen all season long, kind of like the Chicago Blackhawks were, where it's like every time they slip a little bit below 500 or get a little bit above 500, they kind of seem to, that's when they seem to respond. Rod?
From what I see, give me the Spurs plus 4.5. The Spurs look real good in that.
Got some inverse line movement here as well. Steve?
I'm going to go with the Grizzlies. They have more to play for here. Give me the Ja Morants.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to follow the line movement. I'm going to go with the Grizzlies minus 4.5.
All right, let's get to the next one. We got the Magic and the Kings. The Magic, the home team at home, 2.5 points against the Kings. This line went from 3 to 2.5. 70% of the betting public on the Magic, and the line goes the other way. I don't know. I didn't think the Kings looked so hot last time. Rod, what do you like here?
I'm gonna take the Kings. I think the Kings are what are they, 7-1? I think against Orlando. The last 8, I believe I saw. So give me the Kings here plus 2.5. I think I'm even gonna take the Kings money line.
Steve?
Same thing. I'll take the Kings here. Is too much on Orlando at this point. And the fact that we talked about the Kings, all they do is shoot. So
Chris?
I like the Kings.
Yeah, give me the Kings as well. I think they get a much-needed win.
Okay, those of you that aren't subscribed to our channel, if you could jump in and hit the subscribe button, greatly appreciate it. You don't have to turn on notifications. We post a ton of videos, so if you do sign up for notifications, those of you that have them know, you get a ton of them. So if you want to get notified for the live show, that's one thing. But if you want to get notified for every video, I understand. But 65% of the people that watch our videos do not subscribe. So that's why we're only at 15,600, and our goal is 10 million or a million. Our first goal is $1 million. Our second goal is 10 million. Third goal is 20. Speaking of 20 million, I think there's going to be at least that many people watching this one. The Rockets and the Bucks. This is one of those games that I said you see the the guys really lay it on the line. James Harden's one of those guys, that it's like. He's not really like a posture to the fans guy anyway. So and the Freak, of course, who I don't know. The Celtics kind of had a good beef. They said that that they reversed a foul call against the Freak to keep him in the game, and I think they had a point. So
Marcus Smart after the game was kind of, let's call a spade type of thing. And I agree. I think I think they reversed the call to keep him in the game.
I think they did. But anyways, Rod.
I'm going to go with the Bucks here. Give me the Bucks minus the 4.5.
I'm with Rod again. I'll take the Bucks in the 4.5.
Chris.
Yeah, me too. I'm on the Bucks from 4.5.
So inverse line movement is basically meaning that a heavy percent of the public favors one team. A heavy percent of the number of bets made are on one team, but the line is moving in the opposite direction. So basically what that means is that, and I have the timer on the comments, so you couldn't leave it up. So basically what that means is that even though there's fewer bets on one team than the other team, the really big bets are on the team that less people are on, enough that there's more money bet on that team. So the line of thinking there is that if someone's willing to bet really big on something, then they're a professional bettor, or that somebody knows something. And I always like to go with somebody most of the time. Anyways, I like the over in this game, 243.5. Monster number. It was 300 in the Rockets last game.
It was crazy. First to 150 wins.
Well,
Yeah, right.
no,
That's what it was.
no inverse line movement in this one. We got the Suns and the Mavericks. Suns +6. Just 34% of the public having faith in them. Holly Dreyer wants to give out their picks. The place to give out your picks is in the Facebook group. If you're looking for, to give out your picks, you give them in the Facebook group. This way they stay up there. Here, you give them on the live show. No one cares. They're going to just keep them going. But we did the Nets game already. And plus, I did a video on it. We have picks at pickdogs.com as well as sportschatplace.com, where we have free picks on every single sport, every single game, every single day. But, Rod, let's go to the Suns versus Mavericks.
Give me the Suns +6. I think they keep this closer than 6.
Steve?
Yep, I'll take the Suns. You give me 6 points.
Chris?
Yeah, I'll take the Suns and I'll take the over 235.
I like the over as well in this one. I think we're going to see some tired legs after that Houston Dallas game the other night. But anyways, that concludes our NBA section. If you missed any of the picks, of course, you can go back and watch the replay of this on YouTube or in our Facebook page, Facebook group. We have a number of them. And of course, if you're looking for other picks, we have free picks on every single sport, every single game, every single day at pickdogs.com and sportschatplace.com. And of course, if you're looking for our best bets, you can find those underneath the Premium Picks tab on our website. You click on the Premium Picks tab, you get our best bets, as well as best bets from some of the world's best handicappers, including us. But anyways, let's get to Major League Baseball action. We got a doubleheader in Detroit, and man, I hate this. All right, we talked a little bit about this the other day, and I hate this. I hate this. 7 innings. I don't know how to handicap 7-inning games. I'm sitting there doing the YouTube video, right? And you guys can see these YouTube videos. I'm sitting there in the YouTube video, and I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm talking about because I don't know how to handicap a 7-inning game. I don't understand what I'm even looking at here. I mean, when does the bullpen come in, and does a complete game even start? Is the starter just expected to go start to finish here? We have expanded rosters, so why do we have to do 7-inning games? I don't even understand this. It's like, is the chance of catching COVID less in 14 innings versus 18 innings? I don't understand it. I do not get it, and I do not like it, and I don't mind the runner on second base, and I think it's actually been super interesting. I'd way rather see the runner on second base. I'd like to see the manager be able to send whoever he wants to the plate in any order he wants each inning. But I don't mind the guy starting on second base. We've seen some interesting strategy. We've seen some great defense on this stuff. I think it's been something that has kind of moved the game along. We're not seeing any 15, 16-inning games. But this 7-inning thing, doubleheader, I don't get it. Reds Tigers are going to play 7 innings at 12:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Rod, what do you think?
Game 1, give me the Reds. I think the Reds are going to beat up on Detroit in Game 1. And Game 2, we don't even know who's pitching.
Game 2 should be the guys that were supposed to pitch yesterday, right?
I don't have anybody.
Oh, it's not even the guys who I thought it was. I did the video.
I
I thought
Norris,
it was Bauer.
I don't even have anybody pitching.
But Bauer's not pitching? I mean, he said he wanted to pitch every 4 days, and now he's not pitching at all.
Now I got to be determined.
Yeah, it's going to be Bauer.
That's what I'm thinking, too. I think it'll be Bauer in that spot. So I think you got to double it. Give me Reds Game 1. Give me Reds Game 2.
Steve Monahan, as a former Little Leaguer, you going to play this one under protest?
You bet. I mean, the whole thing about 7 innings is, I'm a coach in baseball, and it's 7 innings. High school baseball is 7 innings. Major League Baseball is 9 innings. So, I don't know. I'm a baseball purist, but to your point, with the expanded rosters, I would imagine you're going to see a lot of names in today in the Reds Tigers game that I couldn't tell you where they came from and what position they play going in. So I think they'll expand the rosters today. I'm going to go with the Reds and the Reds as well. So I'm a baseball purist. I don't get this 7-inning thing.
I'm not a baseball purist, and I still don't get this 7-inning thing. I don't even understand it. Why is it 7 innings? And how in the hell am I supposed to handicap this thing?
Right. And
it's like,
supposed to
let's call Manfred's office and just ask him. Skip that it doesn't make any sense. How in the hell am I supposed to handicap this? I mean,
Right.
If it's not about us, then who is it about? Chris, it's all about you. What do you think here with this Tigers-Reds 14-inning doubleheader? It's like could be the best, right? Here's the kick in the pants. Here's gonna be the kick in the pants. So if it goes to extra innings, so they just stop the game because it's gone beyond the 7 innings now. What if these both go 9 innings in extras? That would be better, or beyond 9 innings in extras. That would be the for us.
Absolutely.
The coup de grace. Chris?
Yeah, give me the Reds to take both games as well. I think no matter who starts that second game, it'll probably still favor Cincinnati. I'll take the Reds to win both games.
I hate the Reds right now. I just hate the way they're playing. We got the Tampa Bay Rays up against the Baltimore Orioles. We got Tommy Malone on the mound for the underrated Orioles, who have been a cash cow, absolute cash cow in the world of betting. So this is the thing that I wanted to bring up, and I said during the last segment that I was going to bring this up, and I'm going to bring it up now. Let's see if I can get it to work. But what we're seeing already is we're starting to see my value talk that I say every single year, right? The best teams lose 100 games. You can't win any money. The number one team, here's the top 5. If you bet these 5 teams every single game, these are the 5 teams you've made the most money on this season, okay? Number 1, the San Francisco Giants, plus 550. They're 5-4 overall. Number 2, the Detroit Tigers, plus 452. They're 5-3 this season. The Baltimore Orioles at 4-3 are plus 437. The Rockies at 5-2, plus 416. And the Seattle Mariners with a losing record at 4-5 are plus 309.
Wow.
I mean, I don't see Dodgers. I don't see Yankees. I don't see Astros. I don't see Cardinals. I don't even see the Twins, who are our team last year with the big value, or the A's, who have been big favorites a lot this year. But this is pretty much what it is. And we got another big favorite today, the Tampa Bay Rays, who lost with Glasnow yesterday, who I thought was a pretty good bet there. But the Orioles, they don't care what the odds are or what anybody else thinks. Rod, what do you think?
Give me the Orioles. The Rays are not looking good at all right now.
Now they've gone on the road. They have not looked as good on the road. Steve?
Nope.
But the Rays are not a team that traditionally strings together losses either.
Yeah, so the Rays are on a 4-game skid here. I got to think they bounce back. today. I'm going to take the Rays. I know the Orioles are good, to your point, good value up to this point. But I think the Rays got to turn it around. They're on a 4-game losing streak. I'm going to go with the Rays.
Chris?
Give me the over 9.5. If we see some runs today.
We go to our next game. It's the Braves and the Mets. I hate Kyle Wright. I'm not really sure what to say about that. We got Kyle Wright and the Mets bullpen, and we got a total at 11 in a National League game, but that's with the DH. It's the over for me all day long. Rod?
Yeah, give me the over. There's a coin flip who wins this game.
Yeah, I'm with the over here.
The over as well.
A lot of big expectations for the Chicago White Sox coming into the season. Sometimes you see a team and they're like, 2-6, and you're like, man, that's the best 2-6 team I've ever seen, right? The White Sox could be the worst 4-4 team I've ever seen. It's kind of like, it just seems like they're losing all the time, but yet they're 4-4. It's it's that series against the Twins that really kind of got us. But they're up here against the Royals, and this is where, if you're in the American League Central, these are the games you have to win if you want to be a contender. Dylan Cease on the mound, and we got Jacob Junis for the Royals.
For me, give me the White Sox on the run line here. I think the White Sox get another win over the Royals.
Steve?
I concur. The White Sox seem like they're starting to score some runs again. They'll take Cease on the mound. Give me the White Sox on the run line, too.
Chris?
Two of my favorite fade pitchers. I'll take the over.
Someone asking, Fun Show, you consider a segment on home run bets for the day. We don't. It's just that the show runs long, so we just we don't have that much time for a lot of segments like that. But I guess we could talk about it in certain matchups. That hey, this guy could be a good home run guy today. I guess we could add that in. Why not? See any home run hitters for the White Sox against the Jacob Junis? Yes.
All of them.
All of them.
I was just gonna say.
Murderers Row. Hit 'em, Rock! We got Twins versus the Indians. Tyler Clippard on the mound here for the Twinkies up against Aaron Savale.
Ex-Yankee Tyler Clippard is
He's ex-everything at this point.
Wow.
Ex-Nationals too, right?
I think he was an Indian last year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been around the block.
Yeah.
So we do have prop bets at Pick Dogs. We have an article on baseball prop bets, and Shane, who writes at Pick Dogs, he's also a premium handicapper in our premium area. He said that he'll do an article on home run bets. Why not? Shane, why don't you do that at Sports Chat? Why don't you do the home run one at Sports Chat? There. We'll do it at Sports Chat. Mix it up a little bit. Anyways, maybe we should be doing those baseball prop bets at Sports Chat. Chris, are we covering these baseball prop bets and stuff at Sports Chat?
I don't think so.
No, Shane, let's move all those prop bet articles to Sports Chat. There. What we'll do is we'll have a business call right now during the middle of our live show. But there, I'm making the call. Those are my decisions. I made that decision because it was my decision to make. Football talk. But Shane, let's move those baseball prop bet articles to the Sports Chat. There, so more people will see them. But anyways, Savali, great young arm. I mean, this guy's live. Did we go over this?
Yep.
Everyone did their picks?
No, give me the Indians today. I'll take the Indians.
Steve?
I got to take the Indians. The loss yesterday, the Twins. I think they leave on a Sunday with a win.
Chris?
Yeah, anytime I see Tyler Clippard starting or live bet, I'll go the other way. Give me Cleveland.
Yeah, this is part of my heavy hitter package available in the premium area. We got the Cubs against the Pirates. John Lester looked pretty good in his first start. He's always been a pretty good home pitcher. But he's home in this one up against Steven Brault. The thing is, can we trust Lester at this point in his career in 2 starts in a row? Cubs really hitting the ball. 6-2. I of course always have low expectations for them, but they're actually playing some pretty good baseball. They've also caught a fairly soft schedule so far too. I mean, let's call it what it is. They caught the Brewers at home, for their openers. Then they went on the road. They played Cincinnati, who can't hit the ball right now, and now they're playing the Pirates, who are the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's just say that it's Stephen Brault that they're wheeling out against Lester in this one. That kind of speaks volumes. We already saw Trevor Williams. Rod, the total in this one set at 9. Let's see if we can get a wind report from Wrigley. But go ahead.
For me, I'm gonna take Lester. He went 3-0 against the Pirates last year, and he's just rolling. Give me the Cubs. Give me the Cubs here. Cubs over the Pirates.
Yeah, so the wind's blowing in from left in this one.
Yeah, but the Cubs have been scoring runs. Cubs are off to actually a good start. Lester at home.
It's less than 5 miles per hour. The wind coming in from left is less than 5 miles an hour. And of course,
a little lightly wind.
Two lefties
not
here.
Huge.
Two lefties here, so they'll be pushing the ball to right field anyway.
Yeah, give me the Cubs on the run line here.
I
think they get to Brault.
I like the over, and I like the first 5 innings over. I don't even know what it is, but I like it. Senzatella on the mound against Zach Davies. This has been a good series. This Rockies Padres games, man. These teams are like, Dodgers who? I tell you, the Dodgers not looking like a cakewalk by any stretch of the imagination in the West anymore, because both these teams, even though they're playing each other now, so their records aren't going to be as great. I think both these teams can't wait to get their hands on the Dodgers. Senzatella up against Davies. This is a good one. Rod?
I'm going to go with the Padres here. I like Davies a little better than Senzatella. I think the Padres bounce back after losing yesterday.
Steve?
I'm going to take the Rockies at home.
Senzatella did look good for good in his last one. Yeah. The B Foundation said they paid for Ruffalo's picks yesterday. Did you win?
I think I went 1-1.
1-1. I was 4-1, something like that. Fine. Whatever. Chris?
For this one, I'm going to take the under 13, even for Coors Field. That seems a little bit high, and we saw yesterday was a lower scoring game. But for this side, I have that as a premium play on the website.
I like the under as well. I think this one to me looks a little to the high side the way these guys pitched their last time out. We got the Giants up against the Rangers. Colby Allard, one of my guys. He's on my list. It's like I have the list, of the guys. If you see their name out there, it's like Colby Allard is going to the mound for a start. It's like Daniel LaRussa is going to fight. Colby Allard's making a start. Colby Allard's making a start. Colby Allard's making a start.
Giants.
14th overall pick in the Major League Baseball draft. Colby Allard. Steve?
Yeah, I'm on the Giants.
Chris?
Yeah, the Giants as well.
Yeah, the Rangers just haven't hit. And Colby Allard, what I would do is if you happen to have a computer near you, which you do, or phone if you're watching this, take a look at this guy's career numbers. It's not a pretty picture. It's Cashner-esque. Anyways, we got Graveman up against Chris Bassett. The Giants, like we said, the #1 money team in baseball right now. Got Kendall Graveman up against Chris Bassett. The Mariners, the #2 money team, and here the Oakland A's at -161. Jason's here supporting his Rangers, who have really let him down. Of course, Allard filling in all fairness, filling in for Corey Kluber, the 2-time Cy Young Award winner on the Hill, who left after 1 inning. Graveman and Bassett here. The Mariners losing record, but plus money on the season, because that just tells you how big of dogs they've been. And the A's, let's just say they haven't won on the road yet. Rod?
Did they win yesterday?
Billy Hamilton has been traded to the Mets.
Didn't Oakland win yesterday?
Yeah, Oakland won yesterday.
Okay, Oakland won yesterday. We'll give it to them.
They're going to win again today.
All right.
Take them on the run line.
Okay.
This Grayman is just ugly.
Yep, I'm on the A's. 1 and 2 in a row in the rug.
I like the over 9 here. Let me see some runs.
Got the Dodgers against the Diamondbacks. I think they've got a value play out here on the D-backs. I like Clayton Kershaw making it to the mound, maybe. I'm betting this one without listed. I bet this one already, and I bet it without listed pitchers, just in case there's a little twinge in the back again. So they're not going to cancel me again. The D-backs, they really hate the Dodgers' guts. Dodgers 6-3, D-backs 3-6. But I don't know. They don't seem to be backing off. Yesterday they just got run over. Rod?
Give me the D-backs. I'm not a Kershaw guy. I'll take the shot with the D-backs here.
I am a Kershaw guy. I'll take the Dodgers.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the over, and I'm going to lean towards Arizona. Just want to see how Kershaw's back holds up.
Kershaw just wasn't the same last season. He looked like last year in the regular season. He looked like the playoff Kershaw, which is like not good.
He's probably only going to pitch 3 innings.
Yeah, the thing is that the reason why Kershaw never pitches well in the playoffs is he just looks spent,
Yeah.
And now he just looks spent overall. And we're not saying he's not a Hall of Famer. We're not saying he's not even. I mean, I think he's one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
Oh,
I
he's
really
a
do.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, first ballot, one of the best there's ever been. But
we shall say.
Yeah,
we'll see him tonight. See how he looks.
Ken Rosewall played tennis a few years too long too. Joey Ohtani against Josh James in Anaheim. Ohtani didn't make it out of the first inning last time. I mean, this guy he's a tremendous athlete, but if you are going to pitch, eventually you have to put one over the plate. The Angels gutsy win last night. They gave up the lead late. They came back, tied the game, and then the Astros had chances to score late. Carrasco. That's when Gary Sheffield, I always quote him about hitting because he is one of the greatest hitters of all time, Gary Sheffield. And he has opinions on hitting, and he says, when I struck out, it was the toughest walk back to the dugout ever. He's like, I just was totally embarrassed as a person, as a professional, to strike out. And I can only imagine what Carlos Carrasco felt like last night because, let's just say, he didn't lose the game for the Astros, but he might. But, Rod, what do you think here in the Astros versus Angels? Josh James went 3 innings.
Give me the over. I think we're going to see some runs in this game.
Over.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over here as well. I have a premium play on the side of the website, though.
I like the over, too. Got the Yankees up against the Red Sox. This series has gone very under for a Yankees-Red Sox series. James Paxton on the mound, who was not very under in his first start, up against Austin Bryce. Boy, it's like David Price to Austin Bryce is where they've gone here for the Red Sox. And Paxton, big favorite here. Yankees are minus 220 for the ESPN game.
Yeah.
Rod?
I think they actually finally hit the over. Give me the over in this game, and I'll take a shot with Boston here.
Steve?
With Paxton on the mound.
Yeah, I'll take the over. But the Yankees are hitting. Judge is hitting. The Yankees are scoring runs. Not to your point. I mean, 5 or 4 or whatever it is. But I think against Boston's pitching tonight, give me the Yankees and the over.
Chris?
Yeah, I'll take the under, and I'll take the Yankees on the run line.
This should be interesting. I don't know. I like the over, I guess. I've been going over every game I've picked over in this series, and I've lost every single one.
It's raining here right now.
Well, maybe
It's
that'll
raining
stop
back
my
here.
Yankees Red
It's raining
Sox
back
losing
here, so.
streak. Maybe that's what I need is the rain to stop it. But anyways, I'm not really sure. But of course, if you missed any of our picks on our baseball segment, you can get those over at our website, sportschatplace.com and pickdogs.com, where we have free picks on every single sport, every single game, every single day. You could find links to those websites in the description on both YouTube and Facebook and Periscope. All three of them. Both. I said both, and it's three of them. Whatever. Anyways, of course, if you're looking for my best bets or our best bets, you can find those over at our website. You go to the Premium Picks tab. You can find that in the main menu. You click on Premium Picks, and you'll see best bets from myself and some of the top handicappers in the world today. Speaking of top handicappers, we have the luxury of two of the best NHL handicappers in the world right on our show. I'll put these guys up against anyone. I know, the restart, it's always tough on a restart. So I know that, some of the picks, the puck didn't bounce the way that the guys thought yesterday, and that's going to happen. But to me, I've seen these guys on heaters before, so anytime they hit a cold streak, I would say that's probably the time to jump on board, because their overall winning percentage, as we play to the back of our baseball cards, suggests that probably a very, very strong heater on the way. Speaking of heaters, Rod, I think you're due for a heater here. We got the worst name in sports, the Predators, up against the Coyotes. This is a qualifying round game. The difference between the qualifying round, these are the guys qualifying to make the NHL playoffs, while there's seeding round robin games, and those are for seeding in the playoff position. So this one is a qualifying round game. It's the Predators against the Coyotes, minus 130 for Cashville, and Arizona at plus 115. Rod, what are you thinking?
For me, it's going to be a close checking battle here. I'm going to take the under 5.5, and you can get my pick on the side over at the website in the premium area.
For me, I see the total actually gone down to 5, so that makes the total a bit tougher for me now. But I still like Nashville here. I think Nashville is just the better team offensively, and Arizona struggled to score for a lot of the season. So take Nashville here.
We got the Bruins up against the Flyers. We know Chris usually takes the Bruins no matter who they're playing. Chris, anything different here? And this one is a seeding round robin game.
Some of them I mentioned in the video. I like the Flyers as my team to finish with the top seed after this round robin stage. It went 7-1-1 against the other three teams in that round robin, and 2-1 against Boston. I like the way Philadelphia's been playing. I'll take Philadelphia plus 115 here.
Yeah, I totally agree. Give me the Flyers here at this nice plus money price. They've been playing real well since November. Give me the over here. I think we might see some goals.
We go to our next game between the Blues and the Avalanche. The Avs minus 120, the Blues plus 105. This is one of the good ones. This is one of the really good games. It's a seeding round robin game. And these are two teams that I think both have a shot to win the whole thing. I think they both do. But, Rod, what are you thinking in this one?
I'm thinking, I believe on the video I said take the under. I'm going to take the over 5.5 in this game. The last 3 times these teams have played, they've scored a total of 7 goals in each or more in those last 3 games. So I really like the over, and give me the Blues that you got to win. I see this like 4-3.
Yeah, I'm still going to stick with the Blues here. There's just too much value here. The Blues 15-5 in their last 20 against Colorado. They entered the break hot, winning 10 of their last 12. I just think this is where the value is. I'll take the Blues.
Got the Maple Leafs up against the Blue Jackets, and the Leafs, we've seen the good and the bad this season. There was the coach firing, and the team kind of rebounded from that, and then they kind of got it together. But what Maple Leafs team are we going to see? Boy, even in the COVID season, we'll probably would see a pretty big celebration in Toronto if somehow they were able to get the cup home. Rod, what are you thinking?
I'm really excited to see this game. Um, uh, the total set at 6. Give me the under. I think that's just a touch too high, or it's going to fall right on 6. Um,
NHL, can I help you?
but I have a premium selection on who's going to win this game. I really love this selection today. It's available over at the website.
And for me, I'm going to side with Toronto here. I think they're just happy to go into the playoffs and not have to see Boston on the other side. And, Columbus, they have balance, but I worry about their goaltending holding up in their first postseason. So I'll take Toronto here on the money line.
So if you go to our website, and I'm not sure how many times I can say this, but if you go to our website, you go to the main menu. If you're on a phone, you go to the main menu. There's a tab there, and there's a drop down. You click on the thing that says Premium Picks. If you're on a desktop computer, you just go across the main menu bar on the top of the site. You click on Premium Picks, and you'll see all of the packages that we have. You'll see all of them that we have available for the day, for the week, the month. If you'll see first the one that are the handicappers feature packages for today is what you'll see initially. And then if you click on that handicapper or their name, you'll see all of their packages, their weekly, monthly, season packages, or if they have more than one packages at all. Well, guaranteed means that the guarantee means that if it doesn't turn a profit, you get a credit for the amount that you spent. That's a guarantee. We don't guarantee your bets. Like you don't pay $50 and then you bet 20 grand and we cover the 20 grand bet for you. That would be ridiculous. I mean, that's like the guarantee is that you get your thing. But I love my picks today. So I mean, I try and win them all. Free picks, premium picks, everything. I never say I try and lose. And you guys, people will say that they hear the inflection in my voice, whether the picks that I really love and the ones that I don't. I can never notice that. I can never notice that that I do that. I wish I did, because they're ones that people say I get excited about that I don't bet. That like, oh, I heard it in your voice. They tell me after. They always say it after. So I don't know. It's kind of like when Rod and Chris agree. I think they have some kind of streak, especially on their bird cages. Anyways, can we get back to hockey? Got the Vancouver Canucks, Minnesota Wild.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to take this young start Canucks. I love their goalie in that Markstrom. But I think we're going to see some goals here. These two teams score. So give me the over and give me the Canucks. Canucks.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over as well. I also see some goals, but I have a premium play on the side at the website.
And there you have it. So that's what concludes our coverage for today. Let's go around the horn with everybody here and see exactly where everyone's at. Chris, bring it home for us.
All right, so I'll just give it a quick multi-sport bird cage today. San Francisco money line, the MLB, over in the Dallas Phoenix game in the NBA, and St. Louis Blues money line in the NHL. Check out the payout for that, but should be fairly nice payout. And my 4 premium picks today at the website I love. 2 of them in an MLB package.
Rod?
This little birdcage. I'm going to go with the Flyers money line, Cubs on the run line, and the Sacramento Kings on the money line. Little 3-team or 3 sport birdcage today. We're going to take 1 in hockey, one in basketball. But I'm excited about today. I really love my premium card today. Definitely jump on that. It's available over at the website. Definitely gonna time to start to get on a heater.
Steve?
Best bets for me are the Mets Braves. Give me the over. Give me the run line on the White Sox and the Royals. I like the over on the Cubs and the Pirates. And give me the Giants on the money line. And then the NBA, I like the value on the Kings on the money line versus the Mets.
All right. I like for my parlay, I like my bird cage. I like the over in the Braves Mets. I like the over in the Pirates Cubs. And I like the over in the Yankees Red Sox. Over, over, over. Anyways, this show is just about over. We'll bring everyone back in for the grand finale. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, it really helps us a lot. It takes you about a half a second. I never say that anymore, but I used to say it all the time on the show. I guess I'm out of practice. But if you can, please hit the thumbs up. You don't even have to subscribe to do that. But, of course, we've got free picks on every single sport, every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Some of those are from Chris. Of course, we have YouTube videos on all the games today. That's with me. And the NHL is with these guys. And then, of course, we're live here every single day. And our best bets, you can get at our website. People ask me all the time, which games do you like the best? What's your best picks? What's your, which games you feel strongest about? I get the same question. It is the number one question that I'm asked, except for now, is how do I get my premium picks? Which is because it doesn't say so on the email that you guys get, but you go to the My Picks tab. But the number one question I get, over the years, who do you like the best today? Like when people see me in a sports book or something, usually they yell out, "Who's your dog of the day?" But the number one question I get asked is, "Who do you like best today? What are your best bets?" Something like that. And those you can find at our website. It's the answer super easy. You go to the main menu bar, you click on the Premium Picks tab, and you have my best bets. You got these guys' best bets. You got best bets for some of the world's best handicappers. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, everyone. We will see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on YouTube. I think we got a little smaller schedule, but I'm going to guess baseball is going to do some squeeze-in games with the games that haven't been played today. So,
there's 7 innings, so they can squeeze them in.
Yeah. I wonder what they're going to do tomorrow. It should be interesting if they try and squeeze in some games. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.